Hello and welcome to My India. I'm your host, Sarah Walsh. Amid shifting geopolitical tensions, India continues to strengthen its global diplomatic outreach. New Delhi recently hosted U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and the foreign ministers of Japan and Australia for the Quad Foreign Ministers meeting. The high-level talks reflected deepening strategic cooperation, stronger India-US ties, and a shared vision for a free, open, and secure Indo-Pacific, reinforcing India's growing influence in regional and global diplomacy. Amid rising geopolitical tensions, New Delhi has emerged as a key center of global diplomacy. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio met Prime Minister Narendra Modi and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar to strengthen cooperation in defense, trade, technology, and energy. Discussions also focused on regional stability and peaceful conflict resolution. India and the U.S. further deepened strategic coordination by signing a framework on critical minerals and rare earth supply chains.
This particular framework aims to deepen our cooperation across the entire critical minerals and rare earth supply chain, including mining, processing, recycling, and related investments. It will certainly strengthen resilient and diversified supply chains. It will help us to collaborate in financing and in the effective management of critical minerals and rare earth scrap.
Highlighting the deepening India-US partnership, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the world's two largest democracies share strong common interests and are steadily expanding cooperation across key strategic and economic sectors.
We are the two largest democracies in the world, and so that alone is a baseline for incredible cooperation. But we have so many common interests that it makes all the sense in the world for us to continue to build, really, to build upon. This is not about restoring or reinvigorating. I see people use that terminology. This is about continuing to build on what is already a very solid and strong strategic partnership, one of the most important ones that we have, and I would argue one of the most important ones in the world.
The high-level engagements coincided with the Quad Foreign Ministers meeting in New Delhi, bringing together leaders from India, the United States, Australia, and Japan. Alongside U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong, and Japanese Foreign Minister Toshimitsu Motegi held key talks with Indian leaders, reflecting growing strategic alignment among Quad nations amid Indo-Pacific tensions. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar reaffirmed India's commitment to deeper cooperation on maritime security, critical technologies, resilient supply chains, and regional stability, underlining New Delhi's rising influence in Indo-Pacific geopolitics.
I think India is very indispensable partner for Japan within this Quad framework. We recognize the India's significance, geopolitical significance, which is located in the middle of the Indian Ocean and Pacific region. So we'd like to collaborate with India in order to realize so-called FOIP, free and open in Pacific. And I think that India can play a central role in doing so.
As the Quad sharpens its focus on practical cooperation, experts believe the grouping is moving towards a more action-driven framework. Greater emphasis on maritime security, resilient supply chains, critical technologies, and infrastructure reflects the Quad's push for concrete outcomes amid rising strategic competition in the Indo-Pacific.
I think earlier what we saw during the time of Mr. Biden when summits were taking place that the ambit, the umbrella of the Quad was becoming too large and a little too unmanageable. And in terms of deliverables, we were not really seeing many results. But hopefully now that there are limited number of initiatives and all the countries are committed to those, hopefully we'll be able to see better results. But then I think the decisions have to be welcomed, but we have to clearly and carefully watch the outcomes also.
The Quad meetings in New Delhi underline India's rising diplomatic role and deepening partnerships with major democracies. As cooperation expands in key strategic areas, the real test will lie in translating these commitments into concrete, on-ground outcomes for regional stability. We now take you to India's Jammu and Kashmir, a region known worldwide for its breathtaking valleys and natural beauty. But beyond the scenic landscapes, a quiet entrepreneurial revolution is unfolding. Young people here are moving beyond traditional job searches and building businesses in logistics, e-commerce, and digital services. From delivery networks in remote mountain areas to taking authentic Kashmiri products to global markets, a new generation is reshaping the valley's economic future. At a time when India is emerging as one of the world's fastest growing economies, one of the key engines driving this transformation is the logistics sector, the vast network that keeps goods moving across the country. In the era of e-commerce and digital business, the demand for fast and reliable delivery services is growing rapidly, and this change is no longer limited to major cities. Even remote and mountainous regions are becoming part of India's expanding supply chain network. In Jammu and Kashmir too, young entrepreneurs are tapping into this opportunity through startups focused on logistics, delivery services, and online commerce. Meet Sheikh Abid Rashid Lone, who, along with a friend, launched Kashmir's first and largest tech logistics startup in 2019. Their initiative built a strong last-mile delivery network across the valley, enabling thousands of small businesses and local sellers to connect with customers across India. Today, this startup delivers Kashmiri products to more than 19,000 PIN codes across the country and to over 55 countries around the world, taking the valley's businesses from remote mountains to global markets.
हमारा बेसिकली जो वेयरहाउस जो हम बोलेंगे लॉजिस्टिक कंपनी का जो वेयरहाउस है हमारा लगभग 22 वेयरहाउस जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में है और जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के बाहर भी हमारे लगभग 6 वेयरहाउसेस चल रहे हैं. हमारा यही काम होता है बेसिकली जो भी आप ऑनलाइन खरीदेंगे या बाय करेंगे हम बिजनेसेस या वेयरहाउस से उठाते हैं और वो आपके एंड प्रोडक्ट लास्ट माइल डिलीवरी करते हैं.
The biggest strength of this startup lies not just in its delivery network, but in the opportunities it has created for local youth. Today, a large number of young people in Kashmir are working as delivery partners, warehouse staff, and back-end support teams. Many are also being connected to the growing delivery ecosystem through electric vehicles, helping them earn independently and build sustainable livelihoods.
हम लोग ईवी डिप्लॉयज कर रहे हैं विदाउट हम उसका कोई चार्ज लेते हैं लड़कों से, हम उनको ईवीज देते हैं, वो डिलीवरीज करते हैं. और प्लस हमारे कुछ आउटलेट्स प्रोग्राम्स हैं, जैसे कि कोई यूथ आ गया कि मुझे कोई काम चाहिए, अगर उसका बैकग्राउंड अच्छा होगा, बीजीबी परफेक्ट होगी, तो हम उसको फ्रेंचाइजी देते हैं या उसको अपना एक चैनल पार्टनर बनाते हैं.
Another startup in Kashmir is also playing a key role in taking the region's traditional products to newer and wider markets. With every parcel shipped, it is not just a product that reaches customers, but a piece of Kashmir's rich art, heritage, and culture. From intricately embroidered garments to handcrafted fashion products, locally made items are carefully curated, packed, and delivered to customers across India and abroad. Young entrepreneurs, designers, packaging teams, and marketing professionals are all working together in this growing ecosystem, helping local artisans and skilled craftsmen connect with larger global markets.
तो हमने एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया, एक ऐसा मॉडल ढूंढा जहां पे ये जो प्राइस है प्रोडक्ट का, उसमें एक तो आर्टिजन की वेज तो है ही है, लेकिन उसके अलावा उनको उस प्रोडक्ट की प्राइस में से एक परसेंटेज मिलता है, जिससे उनकी जो इनकम है वो 2 गुना 3 गुना हो रही है। तो जितने भी मेजर क्राफ्ट हैं कश्मीर के, चाहे वो हमारा पश्मीना हो, चाहे वो हमारे कारपेट्स हो, पेपर मैशी, इनको गवर्नमेंट ने जीआई के टैग में डाला हुआ है। और हमारी ये कोशिश है कि हमारी वेबसाइट पे जो कलेक्शन हम बिल्ड करते हैं उसमें प्रोडक्ट्स जीआई टैग वाले भी अवेलेबल हैं, तो कस्टमर्स ऑनलाइन जाके उस कोड को, यूनिक कोड जो उनको जीआई टैग के थ्रू मिल रहा है, उसको वैलिडेट करके ये जान सकते हैं कि उन्होंने जो प्रोडक्ट परचेज किया है वो ऑथेंटिक कश्मीर से बना हुआ है।
From delivery networks to online businesses, Kashmir's startup ecosystem is undergoing a remarkable transformation. The youth of the valley are no longer just searching for jobs. They're creating opportunities through innovation, entrepreneurship, and locally driven ideas. And perhaps this very shift is beginning to write a new story for Kashmir, one powered not just by its natural beauty, but by the ambition and enterprise of its young generation. India celebrated Eid-ul-Azha with devotion, joy, and a spirit of togetherness. Across cities, towns, and villages, people gathered for prayers and festivities, while members of different communities joined in exchanging greetings and sharing the celebrations. The festival once again reflected India's enduring tradition of cultural harmony, where diverse cultures and faiths come together in mutual respect and unity.
As the call to prayer echoes from mosques across the country and families gather to celebrate Id-ul-Adha, the festival once again brings with it a message that goes beyond faith, a message of sacrifice, compassion, charity, and unity. People across India celebrated the festival together in a spirit of harmony and brotherhood, bringing society together under one roof.
यही हमारा हिंदुस्तान है कि हर मज़हब के लोग अपने अपने अधिकार पे अपने अपनी इबादत करते हैं। यहाँ पर बराबर में ईद का हम नमाज पढ़ते हैं, बराबर में मंदिर है। ये जो हमारे दूसरे मज़हब वाले लोग हैं, ये अपनी उधर इबादत करते हैं, हम इधर। दोनों में कोई हमारी रंजिश या कोई इख्तिलाफ नहीं।
Id-ul-Adha, also known as Bakr Eid, commemorates the devotion of Prophet Ibrahim, who was once willing to sacrifice what was most precious to him in obedience to God's command. It also reminds believers of their responsibility towards the less fortunate through charity and sharing.
हम सबके लिए शुभकामना रखते हैं, दुआ करते हैं और हमें खुशी है कि हम भारत में रहते हैं। यहाँ की एकता, अखंडता, प्यार, प्रेम और यहाँ पर जो एक सांप्रदायिक सद्भाव, गंगा जमनी तहजीब है, ये बरकरार रहनी चाहिए, प्यार प्रेम बना रहना चाहिए।
As families celebrate and prayers are offered across the country, the festival serves as a reminder that India's greatest strength lies not in its similarities, but in its ability to celebrate its diversity while remaining united.
Now, let's delve into World in Focus, featuring the latest global developments and events shaping our world.
Japan has released 8 endangered crested ibises into the wild in central Ishikawa Prefecture as part of ongoing efforts to restore the bird's population. The crested ibis, once native to Japan, was declared extinct in the country in 2003. However, conservation programs began rebuilding the population with the help of birds donated by China. Since 2008, breeding and reintroduction efforts have gradually brought the species back into the wild. The latest release took place in the city of Hakoi and was attended by Crown Prince Fumihito and Princess Hakishin. It marks the first release of crested ibises on Japan's main island, Honshu. The event also symbolized recovery and hope for the Noto region, which was severely affected by a devastating earthquake in 2024. "200,000 people gathered in Spain's Lleida to eat 14,000 kilograms of snails over a 3-day festival in a celebration that began decades ago among local families and is known as the world's largest snail-eating festival. Held each year, the festival combines traditional cooking, live music and parades celebrating Catalan culture. Groups called collies prepare snails in a range of recipes, making it both a culinary showcase and a major social gathering. From informal riverbank meetings to its official launch in 1980s with 300 attendants, this year's event has attracted a record 124 collies and 16,850 participants. The sentiment is shared by thousands of participants with families across Lleida and the rest of Spain gathering to celebrate a local tradition that is attracting growing crowds and an increasing number of snails each year. An Inca citadel in Peru containing thousands of small gold, silver and copper artifacts could be a site comparable to or even more significant than the famous ruins of Machu Picchu, said an archaeologist leading the ongoing research. Discovered on an Andean plateau following explorations between 2019 and 2024, the site known as Tacrochuyo is located about 225 kilometers northeast of Machu Picchu in the Cusco region and features 700 structures, mostly made of stone, that served as ceremonial temples or dwellings. Machu Picchu, located atop a mountain at 2,440 meters above sea level in an area of about 5 hectares, was revealed to the world in 1911 by the American explorer Hiram Bingham. Peru is home to hundreds of archaeological sites, including citadels built before and during the Inca Empire, which ruled over part of South America more than 5 centuries ago, stretching from southern Ecuador and Colombia to central Chile.
You may have enjoyed coconut water countless times, but few realize that behind every coconut lies an entire economy and way of life. We take you to India's Andaman and Nicobar Islands, where coconuts are far more than just a tropical fruit. They're deeply connected to the region's culture, livelihoods, and local economy. Today, coconut farming is evolving beyond traditional agriculture, creating new businesses, sustainable tourism, and livelihood opportunities across the islands. On these lush tropical islands, where coconut trees sway across the landscape, 69-year-old Kamachi Chelamal from Rangachong in South Andaman has become something of a local legend. Affectionately known as Coconut Amma, or the Coconut Mother, she has transformed traditional coconut farming through organic and sustainable practices. Using coconut leaves and husks as natural mulch, she helps the soil retain moisture even during heavy rains, a simple yet highly effective technique that has significantly improved productivity. Today, her farm yields nearly 5,000 to 6,000 coconuts every 2 months. More than just a successful farmer, Coconut Amma has become an inspiration for farmers across the islands, proving how traditional knowledge and sustainable innovation can go hand in hand.
केमिकल का खाद जरूरत नहीं है, गर्म केमिकल खाद डालना करके जरूरत ही नहीं है। हम लोग अपना से मिलता वाला के इतना पत्ती सारा मिलता है, ये तो गोबर गाय का गोबर सारा मिलके हम लोग नेचुरल फार्मिंग कर सकता है, वो तो करता है। हम लोग को वो तो सारा खेती करा वाला को सारा बोलता केमिकल खाद डालने से तो ज़्यादा मिलेगा करके, इस तरह नहीं है। हम लोग ऑर्गेनिक में नेचुरल फार्मिंग करता था, अच्छा फल मिलता, अच्छा से अच्छा भी मिलता, सारा देने वाला खाने वाला को बदन भी अच्छा है।
But Coconut Amma's journey goes far beyond farming. Her true strength lies in the knowledge she has gained over decades and her passion for sharing it with others. She regularly trains farmers and students in organic farming techniques and teaches them how coconut-based businesses can create sustainable sources of income. In recognition of her remarkable contribution, she was honored with India's prestigious Padma Shri Award. At an age when many choose to slow down, Coconut Amma has transformed her farm into a vibrant, eco-friendly learning space, inspiring a new generation through sustainability, innovation, and community-driven growth.
तो हम लोग ऐसा बनाए हैं स्पाइसेस गार्डन अंडमान बोल के, हम लोग गूगल मैप में भी रजिस्टर कर चुके हैं एग्रो टूरिज़्म में। जैसा कि जो भी टूरिस्ट आएंगे, स्टूडेंट्स हो गया, कोई भी आएंगे तो विज़िट करेंगे हमारा फार्म में, क्या क्या प्लांट्स है और किस तरीके से हम लोग खेती कर रहे हैं और उससे क्या मुनाफा हो रहा है और उससे क्या वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट बना सकते हैं।
And in the Andaman Islands, the story of coconut is continuing to evolve. Today, women from self-help groups are turning coconuts into a range of innovative and value-added products. One such product is virgin coconut oil, which has become increasingly popular among tourists and has also earned a GI tag. It is no longer just a product on the shelf, but a symbol of livelihood, identity, and women's empowerment across the islands.
वर्जिन कोकोनट ऑयल फ्रेश कोकोनट में दूध निकाल के फर्मेंटेशन करके हम लोग को बनाता है। वही प्रोसेस कोल्ड प्रोसेस बोलते हैं और दूध से 24 आवर्स ऐसी छोड़ना फर्मेंटेशन करने के लिए, उसके बाद हम लोग को तेल निकालना है।
India is the world's third largest producer of coconuts, and the global demand for coconut-based products continues to grow rapidly. In the Andaman Islands, women are tapping into this opportunity by creating a range of coconut-based personal care products, including soaps, lip balms, moisturizers, and natural loofahs. These small-scale ventures are not only generating sustainable incomes, but are also helping women become financially independent and economically empowered.
हम लोग सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप में इधर में कोकोनट ऑयल बनाते, साबुन बनाते, लिप बाम बनाते, और ये जो प्रोडक्ट है इसके पैसा जो इनकम आता उसी से मेरा खर्चा भी निकल जाता है और मेरा घर के लिए भी सपोर्टिंग में है।
In the Andaman Islands, coconut is no longer seen as just a crop. It has emerged as a powerful symbol of self-reliance and sustainable growth. Here, tradition, innovation, and the growing participation of women are coming together to create a new model of development, one that is generating livelihoods, preserving local knowledge, and empowering communities across the islands. In today's digital age, where trends often go viral overnight, we take you to a village in eastern India that has quietly built a global identity through art and tradition. This is Chirudi village in the Indian state of Jharkhand, now known as the Art Village. Here, young artists are preserving the ancient tribal Sohrai art form on the walls of their homes, while also using social media to take the centuries-old tradition to audiences across the world. From natural colors and mud-based paintings to trendy wearable art on clothing, this is the story of how India's younger generation is reconnecting with its roots while creating a modern identity. Around 70 kilometers from Ranchi, the capital of Jharkhand, lies Chirudi village, now widely known as Kalagram, or the Art Village. Here, the walls are not just structures, but living canvases of the centuries-old Sohrai art tradition. Every painting tells a story. Bulls, cows, peacocks, forests, and village life, all inspired by the natural world surrounding the region. But Sohrai art today is also evolving with time, embracing new themes and contemporary ideas. Leading this artistic transformation is young fine arts student Manish Mato, who, along with local residents, has spent the last 2 years turning the village into a vibrant hub for art, tourism, and ecotourism rooted in local culture and tradition.
तो मनीष ये बताओ मुझे कि ये जो ख्याल था कि इस गांव को बनाने का या इस पेंटिंग से इस पूरे गांव को सजाने का, ये कैसे शुरू किया? कुछ अपने बारे में बताओ, पढ़ाई लिखाई, और फिर ये ख्याल कहाँ से आया?
अपना जो कला है, अपना जो ट्रेडिशनल आर्ट है, उसका संरक्षण के तौर पे आया। मैं ऐसे एक फाइन आर्ट का स्टूडेंट हूँ, मैं अपना आर्ट पे काम कर रहा हूँ, तो सोचा मैं तो अपने लिए कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन गांव के लिए क्या कर रहा हूँ, अपना ग्रामीण समाज के लिए क्या कर रहा हूँ। फिर मेरा दिमाग में अपना जो कला है, अपना जो ट्रेडिशनल कला है, इस पे काम किया जाए। उसके बाद मैं फर्स्ट मम्मी, बड़ी माँ, ये लोग से स्टार्ट किया, फिर उसके बाद पूरा गांव गया। अभी जो लड़की लोग हैं, फिर जितने भी गांव की महिलाएं हैं, बच्चे हैं, मेरे दोस्त लोग हैं, सभी काम कर रहे हैं। तो मेरा वही था कि मैं अपने गांव के लिए कुछ करूं और अपना जो ट्रेडिशनल आर्ट है उसको संरक्षण करूं।
In 2020, Sohrai painting received a GI tag, giving official recognition to this unique tribal art form. But its journey to global recognition truly accelerated through social media. By sharing his work online, Manish introduced Sohrai art to audiences across the world, turning a local tradition into a global conversation and earning both appreciation and awards along the way.
मैं लगातार सोशल मीडिया में पोस्ट करता था, फेसबुक में, मेरा फेसबुक महातो मनीष कुमार है, उससे मैं लगातार पोस्ट करता था और वहीं से मुझे मोटिवेट मिला था। मैं जैसे पोस्ट करता, वेरी नाइस, बहुत सुंदर काम कर रहे हो, इस चीज़ से मैं मोटिवेट होते गया और लगातार पोस्ट करता रहा। वहीं से लोग जुड़ने लगे, बोले, वहीं से मैसेज भी आया, वहीं से काम भी आने लगा। बाहर से जितने भी लोग आते हैं वहीं से आते हैं।
Manish's vision has taken Sohrai art far beyond the walls of the village. Today, these traditional designs created with natural colors are finding a new canvas on shirts, fabrics, and other forms of wearable art. As Sohrai art evolves from mural paintings to contemporary fashion, it is also creating new opportunities for village girls and women, generating livelihoods, encouraging financial independence, and inspiring young people to turn traditional art into creative careers.
कोई बनाता था पेंटिंग तो हमको भी देख के लगता था कि हम भी बनाएंगे, कितना अच्छा सब कोई बना रहा है, हमको भी लगता हम बनाते तो कितना अच्छा होता, पहले से बनाते तो अच्छा होता, सोचते हैं। ऐसे ही देख के हमको भी बनाने का मन किया और हम भी बनाने लगे पेंटिंग। और मनीष बोलते हैं कि सबको बोलते हैं सब कोई पेंटिंग बनाओ, सीखो, होने से कितना अच्छा होगा, हम ही लोग का ना गांव का नाम होगा।
और भैया जब पेंटिंग बनाते थे उस समय हमको भी पेंटिंग बनाने का मन हुआ, उस समय हम भी पेंटिंग बनाते थे और भैया बोलते थे कि पेंटिंग बनाओ, उस समय हम भी पेंटिंग बनाते थे। मैं आगे भी पेंटिंग बनाती रहूँगी और अपने गाँव का नाम रोशन करूँगी।
In Chirudi, tradition is no longer confined to the past. It is being reimagined by a new generation. Through art, innovation, and digital platforms, these young artists are proving that local heritage can find a powerful voice on the global stage. From the mud walls of Chirudi to screens across the world, young artists are keeping the ancient Sohrai art form alive while giving it a global voice. And with that, we wrap up today's episode of My India. I'm your host, Sarah Walsh, and we'll see you next week at the same time. Goodbye and take care.